Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I was being advised by His Excellency President Ruto that there is a Baba, a title that seems to go to His Excellency Olusegun Obasanjo, and then there is Baba. So, Your Excellency Raila Odinga, the podium is yours. You can address us. Thank you.
Haya. Your Excellency, President William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya, Your Excellency, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, President of the Republic of Uganda, Your Excellency, President Mama Suluhu Hassan, President of the United Republic of Tanzania, Your Excellency, President Salva Kiir, President of the Republic of South Sudan, and Your Excellency, Baba Olusegun Obasanjo, former President of the Republic of Nigeria. Then my brother, former President of the United Republic of Tanzania, Jakaya Mrisho Kikwete. My other brother from Burundi, General Gervas Ndikakubuka, the Prime Minister of the Republic of Burundi, and Brother James Kabere, Minister of State for Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Rwanda. Distinguished diplomats, ladies and gentlemen, hamjambo, good morning. I am so delighted to have opportunity to stand before you here this morning to see this distinguished audience here. I want to say that this is an occasion which the Lord has made, and let us be proud in it. Today, I stand before you here as a candidate for the chairperson of the African Union Commission. I'm personally encouraged and humbled by the collective support for my country and the Eastern African region. The official unveiling of my candidacy as Kenya's nominee for the chairmanship of the African Union Commission is a major impetus and milestone in my bid. And I'm so happy that my brothers and sisters have taken time to come and be here physically and personally today. The history of Africa is replete of low and high moments. Africa is widely considered the birthplace of mankind, whose political organization was reflected in great kingdoms across the continent. And as of today, the oldest species of humanoid has been discovered in this region. So in Ethiopia, in northern Kenya, in Olduvai Gorge in Tanzania. So there's no doubt that this is the home of mankind. However, the continent has suffered slavery, colonialism, humiliation, repeated aggression, and internal violent conflicts. However, Excellencies, like the legendary phoenix, Africa has risen from the ashes of these historical atrocities to make a full-blown arrival on the global stage. Consequently, you have heard slogans such as African Renaissance and Africa Rising. Nonetheless, I envisage an Africa where our visionary sloganeering will translate into strategic action for the transformation of our continent. Unfortunately, even as we rise, our continent still grapples with emerging challenges and vulnerabilities, including identity conflicts and wars, hunger, poverty, violent extremism, advanced climate change, acute unemployment among our youth, transboundary pandemics and infectious diseases such as mpox and other threats to human security and dignity. My plan is to work with you, Your Excellencies, and make the AU more people-centered and serve the interests of the vast voiceless majority of Africans. The African people should feel the AU in their lives. Excellencies, if elected chairman, I propose to utilize the transition period to critically analyze the existing proposals for reforms and building capacity of the AU Commission. The ultimate aim is to follow up on the implementation of the reports so far formulated. Certainly, the story of Africa is not all gloom and doom. Thanks to the work Your Excellencies are doing, Africa has been on an upward and positive trajectory in recent years. In February, the African Development Bank reported that Africa will account for 11 of the world's 20 fastest growing economies this year. The continent is set to remain the second fastest growing region after Asia. I deeply appreciate your efforts in restoring hope on the continent, and it is my wish to have a chance to complement your efforts as AU chairperson. Excellencies, throughout my leadership and service to the public, I have noted the significance of defining strategic goals and appreciating the influence of political dynamics on the outcomes of these goals. So decision-making must be backed by a balance between policy and geopolitics. I plan to work with you, Your Excellencies, to integrate this continent. You are one people who unfortunately are trying too hard to separate from each other. I have traveled the length and breadth of this beautiful continent, and I have seen the faces of Africa's future. I was involved in peace negotiations in Burundi with Mwalimu Nyerere. I was involved as the mediator of the AU with the conflict in Côte d'Ivoire. I was involved in Mozambique. So I understand the continent. And I see the faces of our children, full of hope and energy, and unbound by the borders of yesterday. I dream of an Africa where those borders and colonial languages no longer divide us. We don't want to see Africans to be divided as Anglophones, Francophones, Lusophones. I want them to be Africaphones. From the hills of Kenya to the deserts of Sahara and the Kalahari, from the lakes of Great Rift to the rainforests of Central Africa, From Indian Ocean to the Atlantic, Africa must be one. Its resilience and hope